The great Tamarillo video coming right up. Hey guys, as promised, we're gonna do a Tamarillo video today so you guys can see how Tamarillo looks here in a temperate climate. It's a subtropical tree, so even though we get a lot of frost here in winter, like 5 months of frost, on and off of course, not every day, we still are able to successfully get the Tamarillo to not only survive winter, but to thrive in winter. Look at this. Look at this. This is year 2 for this Tamarillo. I planted it last year, so about a year and a half ago. And last year it had a very small crop. And now in its second year, as you guys can see, it's like booming. There you go. I'll put on the wide angle lens. Look at that. Absolutely booming. So we're gonna pick some and taste some today. Here's another view from the other side of the Tamarillo, also known as a tree tomato. Tree tomato. So I hear you guys asking, can I grow it here? Can you grow it there? Yep. If you're in a temperate climate, if you're in a cold climate, where you get snow, forget about it. Impossible. Unless you want to try in a pot, bring it in and out in winter. This channel is not aimed at container growing. It's more for those that want to have a go in ground. This is in ground, by the way, not in the pot. In the ground, unprotected. So the height, it's around 2.5 meters. That's about 7.5 feet in the old scale, the primitive scale that America still uses. Hopefully someday you guys catch up with the rest of the world and go metric, for Pete's sake. So let's get some Tamarillos. And another angle of the tree. I have it inside a banana circle, as you can tell. It's surrounded by bananas. So there is some protection in, well, both summer and winter. In summer from the heat, the hot sun, limited protection, hot winds, and cold winds, and frost. So yeah, it's getting quite a bit of protection from all these leafy green banana leaves, for sure. Back behind the bungalow, I have another Tamarillo, another red one. This is where I keep my pots. It's a bit messy, out of sight, out of mind. So I took advantage of this space for another Tamarillo. This was a test to see if they would take, and wow, they sure did. Look at that. Look at that, guys. They say Melbourne is too cold. Really? Remember, guys, to share all these videos that I'm making with your friends who are skeptical and stubborn. Okay? Share these videos with people in the subtropics and tropics and show them what is achievable in a cool to warm temperate climate such as Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Tasmania, the southern cold part of Australia. And if you're in the United States, you can grow these in Northern California, okay? and maybe even parts of Oregon and Washington and northern Florida, and maybe even southern Georgia. Okay guys, so these ones are about 2 weeks behind the first tree I showed you. So we'll get these maybe in about 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, behind the bungalow, out of sight, underneath these huge, monstrous pine trees. I ended up pulling out the tamarind that had died in this pot, and I replaced it with another one. So I should have done it a month ago instead of waiting. I waited too long. There was no chance for it to come back. So we have another Tamarillo here in its place. I got plenty of cuttings to keep me going forever. There's plenty more cuttings I have from last winter. If you look back to last August, September, I got cuttings from the the mother that was damaged in a storm. So I've got enough Tamarillos here for years to come. Looky here. You gotta be very careful where you step when all these leaves are falling from plum trees and cherry trees during autumn, because so many leaves drop that if you don't look down when you're walking, you can easily step onto this guy. Remember I told you about the pineapple guava, that they fall when they're ready? Well, this one was just here on the ground. Just saw it now. It rolled down because it's a sloping property that I'm on. Sloping property. Look, it just fell off. Just fell off. Okay, let's get back to the Tamarillo. They're cute, aren't they? It's best to use a scissor to cut them, but that's all right. We're gonna just pull them by hand. Some are large, some are small. Fruit abundance, guys, fruit abundance. None of this slavery of others growing the fruit for you. Take back your power wherever you can, the best you can. The best you can, guys, the best you can do. Oops. I think I've got enough now. Got enough to feed the whole street. Look at that. Tamarillos. They're tree tomatoes, so you can put them in salad too. Yep, tomatoes. In mid and late autumn. And these guys can hang on the tree into winter. If you don't pick them, they stay on the tree. They don't fall like the pineapple guavas. They actually stay on the tree until June and July, which is amazing. So that's why you plant as many as you are able to. I've got 2 in the ground and 1 in the pot I showed you, and then all those other cuttings, about a dozen cuttings which are also ready to go in the ground, but I don't have the room. So hopefully they can be my backups for spring, when spring comes around. So guys, are you ready for a taste test? Look at them. Look at these beautiful guys, huh? Doesn't this remind you of Easter? This is like the Greek Orthodox Easter. You know, the red Easter eggs that they use to crack. So we're gonna go inside now and look at the real Easter egg here at Fruitopia. And there it is, guys. That's the Tamarillo cut up. These are 4 pieces. And as you can see, they're stunning. Absolutely stunning. A nice close-up for you and a wide-angle lens. Okay. Okay, this is what they look like inside. Look at the juiciness. Look at the beauty of it. Subtropical Tamarillo in a temperate climate. No problem. No problem whatsoever. Guaranteed success. And also thriving. So I'm going to try one now. I'm going to cut it up a bit more and try it. You can eat these either by spooning it out. I don't like spooning fruit. I don't like doing that. I'm going to cut it and have it like a wedge. Okay, here we go. Nice and pretty, aren't they? Very colorful. By the way, this is the red variety. There's red, orange, and yellow. Mmm. Oh my God. So juicy and so, okay, there's no sweetness at all. There's no sugar. Okay. These are for people that are lovers of savory. This is a savory fruit. Wow. Mmm. It's very hard to describe because it doesn't have sugar. So I can't say it's sweet. It's more salty, sour. Mmm. There's one of the seeds. Just went into my mouth. And wow. Okay. It tastes like a tomato, but more acidic. Yeah, it's like an acidic tomato. Okay? It's a tomato with acidity thrown in. Extra acidity. The seeds are hard. They're hard. It's a very hard seed, so you got to be careful if your teeth aren't good. Plenty of seeds if you want to grow it by seed, but don't waste your time. They grow so easily from cuttings. Okay, guys, that's the Tamarillo, the great and wonderful Tamarillo. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share with friends, like, subscribe, and we'll see you from the next video.